Good morning, everyone. Good morning.
Good morning.
They got the idea, y'all. They got the idea. They know what time it is.
Yeah.
They know what time it is. It is a
Get moving.
stretch day with Get Moving. Good to see you all.
Good morning.
Welcome to my favorite. Hold on, I gotta say it. Welcome to my favorite day of the week, No Sweat Wednesday, where we walk, talk, and stretch. There will be no cardio. There'll be no weights. There'll be no lifting, no crunching, no dipping. When I dip, you dip, we dip. None of that stuff. We'll be walking, we'll be talking, and we'll be stretching. Today, we're going to go back to one of my favorite topics. Let's warm up a body up because I think it's important. I think it's extremely important. Just a little secret. Before I get on with you, every morning I wake up and I listen to a motivational tape and video every morning. 3, 2, 1, because it gives me what I need to keep going, because it's tough to do this every day over and over and over again for 3 years. But when you get that one thought that can fuel that flame and push you on, it's amazing how just a 5-minute video could say one thing that you need that can just change everything. 3, 2, 1, we're gonna hold it over the top. And this morning's video was about clarity. Three, 2, 1, other side. Let's say you were standing at the edge of a muddy pool of water. The pool is only about 5 feet deep.
5 feet.
5 feet. 3, 2, 1. We're going back to the other side. Right? And you look down and you think you see something, but it's very muddy, so you don't really pay that much attention. 3, 2, 1. But with time, as the wind's blowing and the water starts to clear up a little bit, and you can see it's a case. It looks like a case, but it's like, okay, doesn't mean that much to you. Let's pull it back. With time, it clears up a little bit more, and it on the top of the case it says $1 million. What are you about to do?
Jump in.
Why didn't you jump in the first time? It was the same case. You were in the same exact position. Why didn't you jump in the first time?
Because you couldn't see it.
It wasn't clear. You couldn't see it. That's where most of us are living. That's where most of us are living right now. Next year, this time next year, there is some worthwhile goal that for you would be like having $1 million. But right now we look at it and we just keep pushing. Because the path between here and there is not clear. You can't clearly see you doing that thing. You can't clearly 100% believe that you could reach that goal. And so it's like it's in muddy water. 3, 2, 1, come up slow. We're going to pull it back again. But as soon as it is crystal clear that I can be standing on that stage doing XYZ or have XYZ, and the plan is a crystal clear, there is no hesitation in diving. 3, 2, 1. So we're going to talk about clarifying our goals and working on plans to get there so that it is crystal clear.
I'm so glad I'm on this station with you today. This is a good subject.
3, 2, 1, come up slow. Let's roll it back. When people say, oh, you should pioneer, and they're like, oh, yeah, one day I'm gonna do that. Yeah, I heard that's good. They can't even see them. They can't envision themselves doing it. That it doesn't even seem like a reality to them.
Exactly.
3, 2, 1. It's like pioneering is at the bottom of the pool, but it's so muddy that they just keep on pushing. 3,
Hope it makes it clearer.
2, One, we're gonna take one hand, pull it across. But if you could clearly see, you know what? That's me sitting in that chair in Pioneer School. When we watched that video at the hall and they were talking about SKE and they're showing the picture of the students, that's my face on that picture. 3, 2, 1. And I don't have the right circumstances right now, but if I want to be in that picture, I have a year that I can work and move things around, sacrifice this, add that, learn this, work on these qualities, and I can be in that picture. Once you get that clarity and you see what's really at the bottom of that pool, you won't hesitate to dive. 3, 2, 1. Let's shake it out. Show yourself some love. So that is the topic for today. I want a brave soul to raise your hand and share a goal or something that you may have been putting off.
This is a talk show or an exercise class.
Somebody's about to get muted. Raise your hand and share one goal. 3.
All right, see you later. Be careful.
1. Let's walk it out. That you would like to see yourself doing next year. Sister Peak.
Yeah, I've always had in mind of going to another country to serve. And I kind of put it on the background. I had initially started that out and made changes because of, helping family or whatever. But now I'm kind of getting back on that track. And there's someone that wants to do this with me. I want to go to Panama. If anybody's in Panama, I'd like them to give me their information because it's always been my goal to go there and serve. So now that's back on the table and I have someone that wants to have that experience with me. So it's something that I'm wanting to put in place. So
You go, Sheena.
Very nice.
I appreciate this topic at this time because it's really timely.
Go, girl.
Amen. Amen. Listen,
Wow.
the clearer it gets, the less we'll hesitate. So we'll try to put you in contact with some who have made that move. I know there's a sister, we call her Sister Costa Rica, who's made that move and she's took that dive and she's been there over 20 years now. So we can put you in contact where you can interview people and help to clarify the steps involved in making that a reality, because the clearer it is, it's only a matter of time after that. Brother Brian.
Yes, next year I want to do the LDC.
Oh,
but
nice.
I told the brothers at my Kingdom Hall, I'm not ready to do the LDC yet, so I don't need the A19 application because I have to take care of myself first. And when I take care of myself first, then I can do other things.
Awesome. Proud of you, Brian. You're on your way. This is how you're doing it, one day at a time. We're up here. We're taking care of ourselves. Let's get it. It's just a matter of time, my brother. We'll be working on a project together. It's going to be fun. I'm going to pass you the hammer. I'm going to personally pass you the hammer. Let's get it.
Good, yeah.
Sister,
no hands.
that'll be good. Sister Robinson, let's go through our upper body again.
I go serve where the need is greater for a period of time, not permanently. I don't necessarily know where. I might end up with the sister in Panama. I don't know.
Listen, Linda.
Wherever Jehovah want to send me, that's where I want to go.
Why not? Okay.
Awesome.
3, 2, 1. All right. This is step 2. If somebody gives you an assignment or a due date, let's say turn this in by January 4th. I want y'all you can scream it out loud. What day do you think everybody's going to turn it in? If they have a whole month and a half. That's human nature. That's human nature. We're going to go side to side. It doesn't matter if it was June 4th. What date are they going to do it? I guarantee it won't be the 1st or the 2nd. Although they have every capability of doing it on the 1st and the 2nd, it's human nature, 3, 2, 1, to wait until that last date. Now, imagine, let's go back and forth. If you never put a date on it, what's gonna happen? So that's step number 2, and probably one of the most crucial steps. Give yourself a June 4th. Because chances are, human nature is you're gonna wait until the last second and do it on a June 4th, but at least it got done. At least it got done. If you don't put a date on it, that's just human nature, unfortunately. 3, 2, 1, let's roll our shoulders back again. It just won't get done. So if you have this goal that you want to be clear, step number 1 is put a date on it, write it down.
Can I make a suggestion? One other thing we should be saving towards too, right?
1, what's that?
We should be saving towards it too, right?
Depends on what your goal is. Some people's goals won't involve finances. Some people's goal is to stay consistent with exercise. Okay. Some people's goal is to, I want to start eating salad. Some people's goal, it depends on what it is. We're going to pull your arm across. If that is your goal to move somewhere, then yes, you'll have to start saving. But with any goal, whatever it is, a clear date is going to be crucial, because if not, you're just in trouble. Sister Luson, Hermana Sasson. 3.
Okay, let's see if I can do it in English completely.
1, you got it. Other side.
Yeah, I remember when I went the first time to Bethel, I was like Sophia. I was like, I want to go to Bethel when I grow, you know.
3.
And that has been my goal for a long time. Here we have to wait until 19 years old. You know, now is completely different. But when I had like 19, I was like, okay, I wanna request, you know. 2, but
1,
I didn't.
I'm gonna do a 4.
I didn't. I don't know why. If you ask me why, I don't know why. I didn't request to Bethel because I don't want to live there, you know. I just want to volunteer twice a week, or I don't know. And my goal for next year, 4, that's my, you know.
3, 2.
I wanted to how can you say that? To fill the request.
Yeah.
Okay. Excellent. That's what I want. But I'm missing something, which is the thing that you already mentioned, is that I don't have a June 4, you know?
Right. It's January 16th.
Oh, that's why.
Write it. I'm gonna give you 10 seconds to go write it down. Write it down. Put it in your put it in your phone. January 16th.
Okay.
There we go. Just like that. 3, 2, 1. We're proud of you for setting that as a goal.
Yes. Okay, I got it.
January 16th, not the 17th. That's too late. Way too late. Expired. It stinks by now. We're gonna do 2 slow neck circles. 3, 2, 1. All right. So we got one sister going to Panama.
Awesome.
One sister that's gonna join her in Panama. Other side. One brother that's gonna be on LDC, and one sister that's gonna be doing commuter work at Bethel. This is awesome.
All right.
2, 1. Let's shake it out and let's take another walk. Anyone else that has just something you would like to envision yourself doing, or somewhere you would like to be next year? I would like to be able to say next November that I blank, blank, blank.
Be on a cruise.
We finna be on that cruise. We finna be on that cruise. I'm gonna be honest. For me, that was the most frustrating question throughout life. Was CEO would always come, "Hey, young man, what are your goals?" I'm like, "Man, we playing basketball tomorrow. I know that." and if we do good, I might play football the day after that. I mean, I was never thinking beyond the week. I'm just trying to get through this week, and whatever happens, whatever I eat, whatever happens, and then, oh, I made it through that week. Let's do it again. But when you can start thinking a little bit farther, it doesn't have to be all the way up, but just a little bit farther, you actually wake up with the purpose. Okay, when I get up, I have to say no to this, this, and that because I'm doing this.
Right.
And
oh, wow.
Jesus was preaching, and they said, so-and-so said he wants to see you. He said, tell him I'll be there tomorrow. He said, no, he wants to see now. You tell that fox that I will see him when I see him. That's a quote. That's look it up. He says, because I'm doing this right now. Once you have a goal, and if he was just sitting there looking at olive trees and watching the wind blow, somebody wants to say, then you just go this way, and then somebody else says this, and then you just go that way. But when you have something that you're locked in on, then you learn how to say no, even if it's the things that you may want. Oh, this is on Instagram, or that movie's on YouTube, or what's on Netflix. I have to say no because I'm locked in on this. So having a clear goal is everything.
And it helps with Bible studies too.
Amen. We're going to go through our lower body as well. Let's get it started. Knees up. Sister Maureen.
Yes. Good morning, everyone. Good morning.
Good morning.
I think that this topic that you brought up is a part of obviously my goal coming through. 4, obviously. 3, so I just want to say a couple of months ago, right on this platform, I was talking about I'd like to go and preach. Yeah. And obviously I prayed to Jehovah about it. Do you know that I got a text? Of course, I worked toward it. I'm working. Side to side. I got a text about a couple of days ago. And that text, Brother Harrison, friends, is 90% of this divine goal coming through. Wow. But it wasn't a text by osmosis. It was a text that I worked and worked and worked on and finally came through. Thanks be to Jehovah. 3, my goal is coming closer and closer. I'm excited.
Awesome. We're going to step over this wire.
About it. Thank you so much.
Man, we are extremely, we rejoice with those who rejoice. We're happy with you, my sister.
Yes.
Yeah, that is awesome.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, 3, 2.
And this topic is just a cherry on the top. It just confirms it.
Other side. Great job, my sister.
Thank you.
Sister Tanya.
I have the
3.
It seems like when I want to do something, I really want to do it, and I pray to Jehovah about it.
Hamstring stretch, which means we're going to look up with our back and then go down. Slowly go down. You should start pulling on the hamstring. Yes. We're going to get to where we feel it tighten up, and then we're going to count down from 15.
Okay.
All right, go ahead, my sister.
So when I want to do something, it seems like Jehovah says, my poor child, she's so challenged. Let me show her, you know? I told one elder, I said, unless Jehovah takes his hand and places that in my house, I don't think that's going to be for me. And he says, well, if 5, Jehovah does that, 4, you're going to go blind.
3,
I said, well,
we're going to come up slow.
I'll
come up slow and 2.
We just 1. Around the corner. I've seen all my life. I'll see again a new sister. I'll sacrifice that. So it seems like says, okay,
we're going to do our calf stretch. Find something you can lean on.
But I'll make sure that you understand.
One heel down.
I was in Walgreens. The Walgreens closed at 9 p.m.
Shift your body forward.
And I was 8:48.
Once it gets tight, let's stop.
And I got a phone call from the sister, and it was about something related to what I was praying about.
10 more
seconds.
And
she called me, and she said, "Do you remember me?" And she described herself, and I'm like, "No." We served at the Pioneer Feeding Room. Yeah, but I served with us.
Release it 2.
It's like
1, release it.
Now that goal has
switch it up.
A January 16th or a June 4th. This topic has given me
and let's go forward.
The strength to go ahead and say by this time next year I will be doing what it is I want to do, because it's just I need to get that date, and I have a hard time telling people no, because I don't like telling people no. I don't like telling them, and especially if I see they need it. Oh my God.
3.
So, and I just had this conversation with Eva yesterday. She was like, "So why are you doing that?" And I was like, "I don't know."
Let's sit down for a second.
This is now. This subject is making me say, give yourself a December 32nd.
Make it clear. Put it on the calendar. If you got to get a magic marker and put a 30 seconds, do what you got to do.
A real date.
Make it clear.
And then say no.
Cross our leg if we can. If not, just do the best you can. And then we're going to take our torso and move it straight forward in 3, 2, 1. Very slow. You're going to feel it tighten up in this area. I'm leaning forward slowly. As it gets tight, don't force it, because it's for a lot of us, it's going to be really tight. Just do the best you can. Once it gets tight, we're just going to hold it there for about 15 seconds. We live in our heads and we hear our own thoughts over and over throughout our lives, but that doesn't mean that we're hearing the right thoughts. So that's why therapy for a lot of people is really good, or just to be in a group where you can hear different thoughts or a different way of looking at things. And you can hear a seed planted that just changes the way you look at a lot of things. 5, 4, 3, we're gonna release it in 2, 1. I always say it's like if you were to walk through a theme park, an amusement park. It's exciting to be there. Let's go forward in 3, 2, 1. But if you have a little rock in your shoe, man, it makes that whole experience frustrating. And you can't really enjoy it the way you thought you would. But it only takes 5 seconds to stop, reach down and get that rock out. And it's the same thing with going through life. We're designed to enjoy it, but if we have one pattern of thinking, it could be like a rock in a shoe that stops us from really enjoying things the way we're designed to. But if you could find someone or some group that can remove that rock, man, the rest becomes a lot more enjoyable. 3, 2, 1. Let's release it slow.
Oh, I thought you would never say that.
Let's go for a walk. Let's go for a walk.
Oh, come on. Okay.
I'm looking for one more volunteer. Where's something you would? And I understand this is a tough question because I used to hate this question myself. But now, if you ask me about next year, it's so clear that it's unbelievable. So that was the biggest game changer for me, because now I know what to say no to, how to say no, and because I can see exactly what's going to happen.
Sister Miller is shaking her hand.
Sister Miller keeps
Sister Miller.
Her hand, but you don't see her.
Una.
I don't. Sister Miller.
You said Una.
Yes. Good morning.
Good morning.
My goal for next year, February 1st, I want to be a regular pioneer.
Awesomeness.
Let's go. You got this, my sister. You got it. Extremely happy to hear that. Extremely happy to hear that. Man, that is awesome. And you can do it, my sister. When they do the meeting 2 years from now and they're showing pictures of people in Pioneer School, we're gonna be looking for you.
Okay.
That is her. Look at the bicep. That is her. I'm excited. All her dresses are gonna be cut off. No sleeve. Sister Robinson, let's go knees up again.
Okay, I was just gonna say, I don't know how Jehovah did this, but I was going through a stressful time, and how I ended up with a good talk, you'll never know. I don't even know. But I've been taking guitar lessons, and now I have 5 songs, kingdom songs. I don't do nothing but kingdom songs. And I just want to be able to do 5 more so I can have gather with the friends.
2, 1, let's go. Let's go. Now, that's step 1, is having the clarity of what the goal is. That's the most crucial step. The next crucial step, you know what it is? We just discussed it. The date. When would you like to have this gathering?
June.
What is reasonable for you to learn a song or 5 songs? 3, 2, 1. We're gonna do this.
June, because I'm pioneering too.
All right. So we're gonna give you June 30th, the weekend, whatever weekend is closer to June 30th, and we're gonna tune in on Zoom. We're gonna hear you play.
Yeah.
Right. Let's lean up. Let's lean forward in 3, 2, 1. We're all gonna put it on our calendars, and we're gonna tune in and hear you play.
That's wonderful. I'll be happy.
All right, because that's gonna give you a little bit more accountability. Because if nobody knows what you're doing, There's no consequence when it doesn't happen. We're gonna release it in 3, 2, 1. But when everybody's counting on you, imagine if I just wanted to sleep in this morning. Let's go forward. But you got 150 people knocking on your door,
calling
because they know what you said you were gonna do. They know exactly what you said you were gonna do. So when there are people that know what you said you were gonna do, it applies the necessary positive pressure.
Yes, it does.
3,
and I'm looking forward to it.
2,
Thank you.
1. Let's release it.
So are we.
June, whatever weekend falls close, we're gonna step over this wire. Whatever weekend falls closest to June 30th.
Okay.
Sister Renee Copeland.
Yes. One of my goals has been to serve where the need was greater.
2,
and I did go several times. I would do so with the congregation, but now that I'm retired, I can do more than that. I would love to go to a country that speaks Spanish.
Panama.
That I just love.
Everybody's going to Panama, y'all. Let's go. Let's go. We all going to Panama. Get moving, Panama. Let's go.
Dominican Republic. I just
it will
came back
help me to put those goals into action, because reading Spanish and speaking is 2 different things.
Very, very different.
So I would love the opportunity to do something like that. I am caregiving these days, but I do have a way to go for a month or so and then come back.
That sounds nice.
Listen, Linda. Listen, I just got back from the Dominican Republic. I have a lot of connections. And of course, there's the branch that can give you some direction. But the ball is just in your court now. The option, that box at the bottom of the pool is very clear. You can very well make make this happen.
Yeah, and I've been
Let's come up slow. Let's come up slow in 3,
So
2,
have I.
1.
Nice.
And when were you in the Dominican Republic? Because I just came back myself.
No, it was some time ago.
We're gonna sit down. We're gonna sit down. We did go to Puerto Plata, but the special convention was in the capital, Santo Domingo.
In September.
Yes.
So that's where I met Hermana Sasson, who you heard trying to apply to Bethel. We met at the special convention. So she's gonna be teaching our Spanish Get Moving class starting next year. We're gonna take our torso forward again in 3, 2, 1. Nice and slow. Nice and slow. Sister Betty. Betty going once. Betty going.
Good morning, everyone.
3.
Yeah, this is Betty. I didn't took my full name.
1. Release it. Switch it up.
I just wanted to say that one of my goals has always been to visit a French-speaking country, because I like to go to different countries to visit Bethel and everything. So last year I applied to go to France to special convention. I was not accepted, and I was very happy to see this year I got accepted to go to Belgium.
2,
So
1. Release.
I see myself next year in Belgium at the special convention.
Let's go.
I'm going to spend like 10 days there, and it's very exciting, starting to get money now and saving and everything. So that's what I wanted to say.
Happy for you, my sister.
Wonderful.
That is awesome.
So happy
That is
for
awesome.
you.
Thank you.
Sister Peterson. Marcia Peterson.
I would like to take my project management skills to Bethel someday. I haven't had a list, but everything seems to be getting filled. Joining an exercise class, that was fulfilled. Auxiliary pioneering. Pardon me?
Don't it feel good to say, oh, my list, I'm checking it off? Like,
yes, definitely. Auxiliary pioneer. But yeah, just to be able to do that. And then also, of course, become a regular pioneer.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. You're on your way, my sister. I guarantee you, you are on your way. I love it. Because the problem is, our self-esteem can be directly attached to our ability to fulfill our word. When you say, oh, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that and I'm gonna do this, and in the back of your mind, as soon as that conversation is done, you have this list of things. Well, you said that last year you were gonna do this, and you said this about that, and you start to doubt whether you're really gonna do it.
Yeah.
But once you can put something out there and you know, it gives you this self-confidence of, I'm a person of my word, and it's a game changer. So I'm excited for you because I know that next year is gonna be awesome for you. Awesome. Believe it or not, friends.
Oh no. No.
Believe it or not, that is 30 minutes.
No.
Just like that. As soon as it starts, as soon as we get through the whole body, it's done.
What a wonderful conversation.
Feel free to hang out and we can continue to talk, but to keep to the schedule, we're gonna wrap this one up in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We just
got moving.
Great job, y'all.
Have a great day, everybody.